Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It's time for the weekend special. Hi, I'm Tim Duffy, K3LR. I'm here at the K3LR Shack in Western Pennsylvania, and we have been working on antennas. For those of you that missed it, we did several live shots on Wednesday. We did 3 different sessions of the crane being here, installing the new 15-meter Yagis and the new 6-meter Yagi here at K3LR. So it was a big day. And yesterday we trammed up the lower 2 15-meter Yagis, and they're now in position. So we still have some coax to tape down, and we have a new switch to put in up there. But we are continuing on with this project. And when we do the trams on the 10-meter beams here coming up, in a few weeks, we will make sure that we do a Facebook Live on tramming, because a lot of people can do tramming, but it's tricky, and you've got to really take your time and know what you're doing to do it right. So I wanted to share today some of once an antenna is installed, especially the 15-meter Yagi was a known beast, so to speak. From the standpoint that that design was up here previously, albeit with different size aluminum. But Greg W8WWV, who works with me on these projects, had developed a really good 15-meter Yagi, and that's what we've been using here for many years. And so I knew that that design was going to be right on, but 6 meters is a different beast. And one of the things is that you get frequency shifts due to things around. It could be that 6-meter beam is about 12 feet away from the 15-meter Yagi up on the mast. And we're using a different element to boom clamp arrangement. And we have some spacers on the driven element to D1, all of which may play a part in things. And so one of my favorite tools is the Rig Expert 230 zoom, and that's what I've got here. And they do have a newer version of this, which has the it's a stick. It's even maybe more cool than this, but I've had this for many years, and boy, does it work good. So the first thing when we get an antenna up is we do a VSWR plot of what's going on with the antenna. And I use this. This is good up to 230 megahertz. It is not affected by broadcast stations, so you really get very good results with the 230 zoom. And there's a close-up shot of it. And so when I did the initial sweep, let me show you what we got. I'm going to share the screen here, and let's see. No, we don't want to share that one yet. This is what we got. Hopefully you can see my screen, and let's gonna make sure. Let's see here. Screen share. Okay, share screen. Screen share. Share screen. There we go. All right, now we'll bring up. I'll bring up the, so this is the VSWR sweep that we did, and hopefully you can see this. And what it shows is that the kind of the middle of this thing, I mean, it's very wide banded. You can see that it goes from, 50.4 all the way down to almost 47 megahertz. So it's covering almost 3 megahertz. And so Greg reminded me that you always want to be on the higher end of the VSWR. This is where, because there's 2 other very important parameters to Yagi optimization, and that's front to back and gain. So this SWR in here is very tolerable. We could be okay with that. There it is, a little bit bigger. We can be okay with that. As long as the front to back has not shifted lower in frequency down here, where the SWR goes all the way down to nothing. This is very acceptable here. This is 1.2 to 1, 1.3 to 1. So now we have to look at where the front to back peak is. And so to do that, here is the front to back of the antenna as modeled. And you can see the front to back peak was just below 50.35. And for almost all of the band, it's greater than 30 dB. So here at the bottom of the band, it's 32 dB, and then it rises up slowly. The front to back ratio, this is the amount of signal difference between the front and the rear of the antenna. And so by the time you get to where FT8 is, you know, you're getting close to 40 dB, and then it tails off. And still, I mean, 30 dB is really, really good. So one of the great pieces of test gear that we have here is the XG3. And so I want to focus in on about 50.12. And so that at 50.12, it's about 34.5 dB in the model. Okay. So I'm going to show you how we're going to measure front to back ratio today. And I think this is pretty cool. So let's, I think we're back to the camera. And before we go, before I show you that, let's see who we have on today. Let's see, we got November 4 Echo Victor and Whiskey 7 Hotel United, and Papa Yankee 2 Bravo Norway, and Mike 0 Hotel Kilo Bravo from England, and Robert Parker Alpha Echo 5 Hotel Whiskey. Love the timely support and the shipments from DX Engineering, and best wishes from Central Texas. Thanks very much, Robert, for your kind comments. We have a great team of people that are answering the phones, that are getting all the equipment in, that are making the DX Engineering products, and the shipping guys. So it's really good. And then we have Whiskey Radio 2 Hotel and Kilo 6 Radio Oscar. Hope to work you in the CQ VHF contest this weekend. I will be on. I won't be doing a full effort, but I'll look for you on 6 meters, Larry. And we got our friend Mike Mowry, Kilo Echo 3 Juliet Papa. Nice to have you on, Mike. And November Papa 3 Denmark, Mexico, Kilo Charlie 7 Hotel Echo X-Ray. And hello, John, Hotel Kilo 3 Charlie in Colombia. And Kilo Bravo 8 Whiskey Mike Sugar. And November 6 November Radio, Oscar Zulu 1 Juliet Uniform X-Ray from Denmark. Kilo Golf 5 Uniform Mike India. And 10 meter operator here, K3LR, is Ed. That's Victor Echo 3 Radio Alpha. And Ed, looking forward to seeing you here hopefully soon. Whiskey Charlie 8 Hotel, Kilo Echo 8 Charlie Bravo Whiskey. And our good friend Scotty, Whiskey Kilo 3 November. Whiskey Kilo 3 November. You know, James Scott, OH2BH has a famous saying about Scotty. WK3N never sleeps. He is always on the radio and DXing. And here's our friend Jerry, Whiskey Bravo 9 Zulu and November Victor 9 Lima, Val, and they will be a part of the DX Academy that is on with the DX Engineering Hamfest. Go to the dxengineering.com homepage and click on DX Engineering Virtual Hamfest on July 25th. Get signed up for Zoom. It's going to be a fun day. And let's see, we have Michael Murphy here, Kilo India 8 Radio. Enjoyed the tower videos. And Zulu Sierra 1 Delta X-Ray from South Africa. And Kilo Golf 5 Oscar Kilo Fox. And, oh, Kevin, Kilo Lima 7 Kilo Yankee. I was just asking W3YQ if he had heard from you, Kevin. So you might give him a call tomorrow. Victor Kilo 3 Echo Whiskey from Australia. India Kilo 6 Sugar India Ocean from Italy. And Kilo Alpha 7 Zulu Delta Delta. Victor Kilo 2 India Zulu. And Kilo Lima 4 Sugar X-Ray from Alaska as well. Oh my gosh, it's Ivor. GI0AIJ. Ivor, you're one of my heroes. Look at Ivor is a master craftsman. I visited Ivor at his home back in the mid-90s, and what a tremendous host he was from Northern Ireland. Ivor, it's so good to see you. And then we have Ralph, Whiskey Alpha 2, Quebec Yankee Alpha. And from India, Victor Uniform 3, Bravo Golf India. And let's see, we got Scotty Meyer, Kilo Golf 9 Zulu. He's now working for DX Engineering from home. And if you call in, you might get Scotty on the phone. And Alpha Echo 5 Zulu Zulu. And our friend Tyler, Kilo 3 Mike from Maryland. And our good friend Lloyd, Whiskey Bravo 4 Bravo Mike, Quebec, part of the Friendship Net. All right, let's get on to how we are going to measure the front to back ratio of this new antenna. So the idea is we have the 6-meter beam, and the test antenna I'm going to use is a 10-meter beam that is located 200 feet away. Okay, and so I'm going to take the camera over here so you can see what it is we're doing, and so it'll be clear to you. So this rotor up here says 156 degrees. All right. Not only is that a 7-element 15-meter beam, but that also has the 6-meter beam on it. So it's 156 degrees is the azimuth direction to the 10-meter tower. And so that means the 6-meter beam is pointing right, the front of it is right at 156 degrees. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use the L-Craft XG3. And we have this set up so that it'll be on 6 meters. I'm going to turn it on, and you can see the LEDs. It's going to be on 6 meters, and we're using 0 dBm, which is 1 milliwatt. 1 milliwatt is 0 dBm. And it's amazing, you know, your receiver here is down to about minus 140 dBm. So, but this is a pretty good signal level at 1 milliwatt. Okay, so I have to hook up some cables here. So let me get this over here so you can see what we're doing. This is the coax. It's RG400, and this is what is connected to up here. You can see on that choke. That goes right to 7/8 hard line and goes out to the antenna. And there's a pair of number 31 2.4-inch toroids there, and that is a really good current choke to make sure that the shield is dead cold. So we have the end of the antenna here, and what I've done is I put the 10-meter antenna into here, and this is set into this radio, into the ICOM IC7851, okay, right there, and it's set on 50.12, okay? So we have that, have it set on 50.12. We're going to take and hook the 6-meter antenna up to the signal generator. So now we are transmitting on 6 meters, and the frequency is 50.12 at 0 dBm. And if we look over here, I'm just going to leave the signal generator off to the side. We don't want it to slide down. All right. And so if you look at the S meter, see if I can get a, there you go. It's 42 dB over 9. Okay. 42 dB over 9. So we're not moving that 10-meter antenna. The receiver antenna is not moving, but we're going to take and move the 6-meter beam up here, and off the back is 334 degrees. So we're going to, this is the green heron, and we're going to dial in 334. Okay, 333 is close enough. Now watch what happens to the signal. As the antenna rotates, you can see it goes down, goes down, goes down. It hasn't even hit the side yet. It's going to go down even further. It's under 20 dB. There's going to be a real dip right there. That's the side dip. So it's about 45 dB off the side. And the rear stays very consistently down. Okay, we're getting close. Back up here, looking at the azimuth. And the antenna's coasting down now. And We're going to adjust this to 334 right on the money. 334. There we go. 334. And if you come down here, you see now the S meter is 10 over 9. Okay? So we started out at 42 dB, and now we're at 10 over. So that's 32 dB of front to back. And the model predicted at that frequency about 34. So that gives us a clue. That gives us a clue of how this antenna is working. Now, the trick will be, I'm going to take and turn the generator off. And when you're not using the generator, you want to, not only do you want to turn it off, but you want to disconnect it, especially during the lightning times and so forth. You want to disconnect it from the antenna. So what a great piece of test equipment this is. You can test receivers, feed line loss, and front to back ratio. And you can compare antennas too. And it's available at DX Engineering, of course. The one thing that did happen yesterday when I was all whipped up to check the front to back, I can't find the cable. There's a cable that goes in here that will allow me to adjust the frequency. In fact, I can do a sweep. The interface cable to the USB port on my laptop, I have misplaced it. And so without that cable, I'm dead in the water. But DX Engineering has the cable separately for guys just like me. And I'm waiting on the FedEx guy right now. I thought maybe it would be here before, but once I can adjust the generator, I can determine where the best front to back ratio is. So working with W8WWV, we'll figure out the mystery as to why the VSWR is down below the band, and if it makes any, you know, if that's an issue. I want the front to back peak to be right between 313 and probably 50.1. So somewhere about 50.2 megahertz would be great to have that front to back peak. So we'll see how that all comes out. And next week, I'll let you know, because as soon as that cable gets here today, I'm moving up and down the band with my little 1 milliwatt transmitter, the L-Craft XG3. So let's see who else we have on here today, and hopefully maybe you learned something there that you can use. And let's see, we have WA2 Queen Yankee Alpha. All right, we finished with Lloyd. So we've got Whiskey 3 Tango Lima November, and Tom says, any wind damage at K3LR from the storm the other night? No, Tom, no wind damage at all. In fact, you know, as we're rebuilding these Yagis, we're making them stronger than they've ever been before. Bob, nice to have you in from I believe, the Columbus area. Whiskey Delta 8 November, Victor November. And Ranko 4 Oscar 3 Alpha is in today. And Rune, Lima Alpha 7 Tango Hotel Alpha from Norway. Nice to see you. And Richard, Victor Echo 3 Zulu Victor Yankee. And Walt says, are you on the air? I'm on the air every day. I'm on 20 CW every day. I'm on either 40 or 20 phone, and I'm on 75 meters in the morning. And our friend Jerry, K1SO, says, we need to help get Ivor's antennas back up in the sky. That means that Ivor must have taken some damage, so we need to correspond with him. And then our friend Angel, Whiskey Papa 3 Radio, he's actually, Angel is making a 6-meter beam. He's putting one together. And so I think Whiskey Papa 3 Radio is going to have a big signal on 6 meters. And here's Jim, WA3 Fox Echo Tango. Jim is the inventor of the optimized wideband array, which is what we use here on all the antennas. All the Yagi antennas are OWAs, except for 3. And those will be replaced here in a few weeks. Those are on 10 meters right now. And we have November Lima 7 Delta. And hello from New York. Our section emergency coordinator is November 3 Tango India Radio. Bud, nice to see you. And there's Cookie, K3 Lima Echo Alpha. And we also have Anthony, Victor Echo 2 Hotel Echo Whiskey. and Kilo Echo 9 Bravo Victor, and Golf Mike 0 Lima India Radio. And so Ray Novak says, what is the ERP of that signal generator on the K3LR stack? Well, you put that on the 15-meter stack, which has got almost 20 dB. Now you would be at plus 20 dBm. So, and 1 watt is 30 dBm. So, you know, you still have a ways to go to get much out of that. Let's see, we got Whiskey Alpha 8 Yankee. Can you describe how to measure far field front to back? Steve, the best way I know is to use the reverse beacon network. And, you know, you've got a lot of QSB and fading issues in there, so it takes a lot of patience. But you get measurements off the front and then measurements off the back, and take a look at what your call sign in the signal strength reading is. That's how I would do the far field. But this gives a very accurate way to take a look. And I try to use the Aggies, you know, in close in height as possible. So here's Greg, November 8, Charlie, Juliet Kilo on the shores of Lake Huron, and Yankee Victor 5, Hotel Victor in Venezuela, 2 Echo 0, Hotel Mike Echo, Ed from England, and Sam, Kilo Delta 2 Tango, and Randy's enjoying the program. And 100 milliwatts, Ray, November 6, November Radio. So there you go, which is the same as 0.1 watts, because at 30 dBm, it is 1 watt. And Eric, Kilo Charlie 8, Whiskey Lima Lima, and Hotel Henry 1 Echo Oscar Radio. Nice to see you from Finland. And Papa Uniform 5 India Kilo Echo, Whiskey 4 Papa Oscar, or Papa Quebec Tango, or is that Papa Oscar Tango? And we have Charlie Tango 7 Alpha Bravo Delta, and Whiskey 3 Papa Alpha X-Ray. Adam asked the question, do you have any receive antennas, anything other than beverage antennas? Well, Adam, when I started here with this station almost 34 years ago now, we had lots of beverage antennas, but they were all interlaced inside the, you know, around the towers. And so they weren't very quiet because the towers were re-radiating noise. And so beverages really work the best when they are away from everything. And I don't have enough land to do that effectively. So the receive antennas that I have here are short active verticals. And they're 23 foot high. I have an 8 circle of those and a 4 square of them. And they're made by High Z. And it's exclusively available from DX Engineering. And one of these times we'll go outside and I'll describe how that system works, and we'll go inside the center box that does all the phasing. And so I have a 4 square and also an 8 circle, and then I also have a horizontal Waller flag for 160 meters, and then we have a couple of DX loops, which is an exciting new product that you'll see very soon. And so John asked, is that a homemade 6-meter beam? Well, I guess you could say that. The design was done by W8WWV, and this is the first time it's being built, John. And I hope that it will become a DX Engineering product. It's 10 elements on a 48-foot boom, and I think it's going to work great. Kilo Charlie 0 Queen Fox Sierra, and from Australia, Victor Kilo 7 November Echo Tango, and Kilo 6 Juliet Papa, Whiskey 5 Sierra Lima Sierra, Whiskey 0 Alpha Alpha Echo. And Adam says, awesome, thank you. Also, do you use any dedicated filtering for receiving? Yes, I use bandpass filters all over the place. So that things can survive here, you really do have to have dedicated filtering. And we carry several filters, some of them made by High Z, some by KD9SV. We also have some filters of our own that carry the DX Engineering brand that go into our RTR and NCC products. In fact, this NCC2 over here Here's the NCC2. That has 160 meter filters in it, broadcast reject filters in it, so you can get, you know, a little bit of idea. But yeah, you get here, you got to have receive filters. It's just it's the nature of the beast. It really is. So any other questions before we shut it down and get ready for the CQ Worldwide VHF contest? And also the RTTY North American QSO party is this weekend. So a lot of great operating events. And if you need more information, you can always go to the WA7 Bravo November Mexico website. He's got a contest calendar website, and it's really good. And Ham Radio Essentials says, what is your max coax length? Well, the 160 meter transmit antenna, which is a 3-element vertical Yagi that can be pointed in 4 different directions. And we'll do a show just about that one of these times before it gets too cold. The feed line going to that is about 1,600 feet long, so it's 1 5/8. And I think we put 1,500 watts in, and I think it's down to 1,485. I think we lose 15 watts going through 1,500 feet of 1 5/8. So works out really good. We got 7 X-Ray 2 Delta Fox, good DX there. And thanks very much for being on. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll share some more results of our testing on the 10 meter antennas, and also the 6 meter antennas. We'll have more data on that I'll share. And then we're going to start building the 10 meter antennas. And that's going to be fun. We're going to build 7 8-element 10 meter beams here in the next few weeks, and replace all the 10 meter beams and get them up to speed. Some of them haven't been replaced in over 20 years. So it's about time. You know, I think we've wore the aluminum out a little bit. So everyone, oh, there's Dino, Kilo Lima 0 Sierra. Nice to see you, Dino. And thanks for all the articles that you're giving to the ARRL to publish, and all of your advice. And thanks for being a DX Engineering customer. I know you work with our team member, Mark, W8BBQ. And let's see, Howie says, what is the most expedient method to operate the IC7300 on RTTY? Well, it has the sound card already in it, so you can interface that to all the popular RTTY programs very easily, Howie. Like I said, with the sound card in the radio, makes it very easy. And of course, you can use FSK too if you want. But if you want more information on that, call in and ask for George, K3GP at DX Engineering. He is our RTTY specialist. He's one heck of an RTTY operator, operates all the major contests on RTTY, and he can help you. And finally, hello to Nat, Fox 5 Charlie Delta Echo from France. Good to have you on. So everybody stay safe, get on the radio, have some fun, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Don't forget to sign up for the DX Engineering Hamfest. Go to the website and sign up. July 25th. So it's a week from tomorrow. All day. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to have a lot of fun with it. And there are 2 $1,000 gift certificates for a DX Engineering shopping spree. But you got to be on Zoom and you got to be online to win that. So go get registered and come and join the thousands of people that are already registered for the DX Engineering Virtual Hamfest and DX Academy. 73 from K3LR.